Hey everybody, I am here to talk about Pinterest. Again, my name is Amy Danielson. I have a business called Amy Danielson Designs. I build websites and I also help people with their tech, blogging. I niche in like photographers, small businesses, entrepreneurs. That's pretty much who I work with, who I enjoy working with the most. I have done bigger businesses too, but my heart is in with the smaller businesses, the photographers. I am a photographer myself, so I know the back end of photography, and I'm also a blogger, so I know a lot about the ins and outs of blogging, and I know how to put it all together. And as a blogger, you learn Pinterest is your BFF. Let me tell you, search engine optimization is tough. And Pinterest is a total game changer. It is your SEO's BFF. So we're gonna jump on the computer and we're gonna talk about why it's important, and it's really mind-blowing. So I'm probably gonna do quite a few videos and kind of make these little short videos on beginning your Pinterest journey. But bear with me. If you have any questions, if you want me to do any specific subjects with these videos, just please shoot me an email. I take requests. I'm also going to send, I'll put a link in the description of a form that I'm going to have for requests too. But I would be more than happy to answer any questions you have about Pinterest, because it's not you can't really dive deep into it overnight. This is a long game for short-term results. Here's why I like Pinterest. When you are optimizing your website, it takes time. You cannot walk away with a website that's search engine optimized overnight. It has to kind of marinate on the internet, and you have to have everything working right. It's got to be a well-oiled machine, and it takes time. Pinterest, that's not necessarily the case. It is almost like a search engine itself, but it could be more instantaneous. Consistency is key, and making your call to action is important. There's some tools to help you with that. Tailwind works really great with Pinterest. Tailwind is a subscription, 1,000% worth it if you're gonna be on Pinterest. And it is your virtual assistant when it comes to your Pinterest. So anyways, hold on tight and we will go over the ins and outs of Pinterest. Hey, I'm back and here's my screen. So we're gonna take a little deeper dive into what it looks like on the Pinterest end. I'm going to use my blog because it's been marinating and it's been around a lot longer than my business website. I actually just started the Pinterest a few months ago, so there's not a lot to see. But the reason I know how to do Pinterest is because my blog. I actually did take a blogging course, and there was a whole section on Pinterest. And my blogging coach was freaking amazing. She taught us the importance of how Pinterest can drive traffic to your website, and by learning these tidbits, I've been able to help clients understand how important Pinterest is to their business websites too. So here we go. This could be applied for photographers, small businesses, entrepreneurs, bloggers, anybody who has something to put out there, whatever your website is about. I've seen real estate Pinterest. I've seen aesthetic, like estheticians have Pinterest. Just anyone could have a Pinterest as long as you want to, and it really does help. Now the difference, but again, I'm going to kind of repeat myself, but just the difference between Pinterest and SEO is that Pinterest could be a little bit more immediate as far as driving traffic to your website than search engine optimization. So search engine optimization, there's so many things that come into factor. domain. How old is your domain? How well is your website working? It's kind of got to marinate in there. This is a little bit more instantaneous. If you have something go viral, it's really interesting. I have noticed recently that they have something called pins now, and pins, I get a big spike of people coming to my website and on my Pinterest if I'm also doing video pins, which is basically like the same thing as a TikTok or a reel. And honestly, I sometimes just, you're not supposed to, but I sometimes just like throw a reel up. And it does have my Instagram handle. That's why I don't like doing it. I prefer to do it where I'm not advertising my other socials, but it doesn't hurt. And honestly, I've done it both ways, and I've had the ones that were like TikTok or Instagram reels or videos. They've actually done really well. And again, like with every other social, the algorithm's all over. So you just kind of go in there and you got to get a feel of what your audience likes and what's working. So anyways, this is Pinterest. We all used to probably use Pinterest to look up recipes, how to decorate our house, Christmas ideas, whatever. That's what I used to use it for. Now I'm using it for this. And well, and the other stuff too. But here's what I suggest. So under your personal Pinterest, I'll show you. I have 3. So this is my personal one. So this is the one where all my recipes and my home decor stuff live. Then we have the blog, okay? And then we have the business. Now, you, under your personal, you just create a new business profile, and it is completely separate than your personal. They don't interact at all. It's just like basically your main account is your personal. This is how I like it. Your main account is your personal, and then you have your business account. I am not a professional Pinterester, so I don't want anyone going, hey, no, you're supposed to do this. I even know that there are companies, and I know companies, if you need one or need a suggestion, let me know. But I know there's companies that do Pinterest for websites full time. So I don't know what they would suggest, but this is easier for me because I'm a one-woman show. And I just need to be able just to go in and switch out the accounts and stuff. So I built the business account. I did my profile. Your profile should have they have these things called keywords, and so as a Pacific Northwest blogger, I wanted to make sure the words that I wanted people to look me up with are in here. So we have Pacific Northwest. I got blogger. I talk about RV life, paddleboarding, and being in nature. I threw in website designer because why not? It doesn't hurt, right? Then you can verify your website. You're going to want to do that with your business account. You're going to want to go in and verify your website. That can take a couple days. It's kind of, it can be a little bit more difficult. When I did it the first time, I did have a little bit of an issue. It is one of those things that like one of those services that I offer. I can actually set you up on Pinterest and set you up with some pins and then kind of like pass the buck on to you, and then you just maintain. It is a lot to do when you've never done Pinterest, but if you have any questions, just feel free to email me or whatever. I don't have a good following, but I get, some months I get 16,000 monthly views. There's been months where I had over 100,000. It just depends on what I'm posting, how consistent I am, and honestly, if I'm being lazy or not. So I'll just be straight up honest. These are the idea pins. Some of them bomb. I thought this one was actually really good. I swear the algorithm hates me. What I think is gonna I'm gonna curate this really awesome thing, and I'm just gonna put music to it and stuff. 29 views. Picture of or video of a bear in Yellowstone. 700 views. I know I've gotten ones with thousands, but not for a while because I've been kind of throwing it to the wayside. But it's a lot when you're like, you are the accountant, the website designer, the marketing department, the Pinterest department, the blogger. So my goal right now, I'm working on some automated stuff for myself, to have stuff be more automated. Okay, so what other people's Pinterest usually looks like is they have these boards. And so these are the boards that you're going to categorize your stuff in. Now, this is kind of a little bit all over the place because I was doing like all travel stuff, but then, I have things like camp food because we go camping a lot. We have an RV, and I started like saving camping recipes, like easy to go. Well, I know that my audience who like to read my camping blogs are going to probably like this too. So there you go. I have my blogs in here. I have other people's, sorry, I said blogs. I have my pins in here. I have other people's pins. It used to be where you needed more, at least 20% other people's pins, but that's not really the case anymore. We actually did a Zoom call with Pinterest, and the lady said it didn't really matter. We had asked her a bunch of questions, and she was really awesome and answered a lot of our questions about Pinterest. It was really cool to get our questions answered from Pinterest themselves. So that was amazing. And I did learn a lot. And I think my only advice to people who are starting up is like, don't overthink it. Put in boards that would be your ideal clients, like what they would want to see on your Pinterest. Each board, you can actually have a description. So you're going to want to put some keywords in there that people might look up and on the board. So you're never going to want to leave this blank. Make sure you fill this out. Make sure you have, I think, I am so going by memory, and I should have looked it up before the video. I think you're supposed to have like 50 pins per board before you should have at least 20 or more boards, 50 pins or more. I don't know. There's like this real big debate on if people follow boards or not anymore. I'm not sure they do. I focus on the pins, not the boards, and that seems to be working well for me. I've seen on my Google Analytics how traffic increases the more I'm on Pinterest. So it is quite the game changer. Let's see. Let's go to the Business Hub. So what's really great about Pinterest is they're like a search engine, but they actually want you to succeed. And so they give you a bunch of tools to help you. So they have some of these analytic reviews on here. I'm trying to think. It's been a while and I did not. There is a place that they actually show you what's trending. I don't think that's it. All right, I'm gonna put you on hold here. Hold on. It's funny because I was like, where is it? Where that you show where the trends are? It's right here in the trends. So this is kind of helpful if you are using Pinterest on a regular basis. There's a couple ways you could do it. You can do pins, fresh pins regularly, or you can just do them in bulk and schedule them out. I do the latter, but this is probably a better way to do it because I feel like if you know it's trending, you can follow those trends. And just like when I use a trending audio on Instagram, my reel does better than if I don't. So again, it's kind of a try it, see what happens. For this blog, I do use some of the travel ideas because, like here, cool camping ideas. That's like right up my alley. So if I see that people are looking for cool camping ideas, I might want to make some pins and drive traffic to some of my blogs. I have like over 40 blogs on my Pacific Northwest blog. Sure, I have some on camping, I have some on locations. I can find one and I could just like, or I can write a blog about maybe some cool camping hacks. Write a blog, make a pin, and then I know it's trending. So yeah, this will tell you what your trending ideas are depending on what category you're looking at. So this is super helpful. And it's kind of a lot. This they give you all the analytics. They give you everything. I don't do paid ads, so that's not gonna. We don't do paid ads, but it gives you impressions. It tells you what your top boards are. I haven't even looked at this lately. So camping, interesting, Bali, paddleboarding. So those are my top boards right now. My top pins are Bali, Bali hasn't been trending for a while, so maybe because they just opened, people are like on it. Yeah, paddleboarding, camping. So this will tell you, RV camping in the Pacific Northwest. You know, this is my top impressions. So by, looking at this, I know what my audience is wanting to see, and I might want to do some more blogs about it. Honestly, it's always, for me and doing this stuff, it's always like the wildlife. Like this one is like bears. This one is about a deer and a baby deer. This is the one about the bighorn sheep. They love animals. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Especially babies. There was a baby bighorn sheep in that one too. So, yeah, that's what my audience likes. But you can see everything here. Video pins, I have seen an uptick in traffic with video pins. Now, those are different than idea pins. Idea pins are like a story on Instagram. A video pin is like a regular pin that you would see, except it has a video. It moves. So, it's been a while since I did a video pin. Let me see. So, I know Tailwind. Tailwind is like Pinterest BFF, and I think I'll do a complete separate video on Tailwind. But I have never scheduled, while my internet goes slow, I have never scheduled a video pin on Tailwind. I believe maybe you can, but you can also schedule them directly on Pinterest. And then there, I specifically tell Pinterest when I want it to go out and what date. And so I prefer to do it that way. So I'm not sure what's going on with my internet, so I'm just going to pause this real quick. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, I refreshed and it was good to go. Let's see. So I did a bunch of video pins. I always do like a Christmas list, and usually it's like a list of things to buy for people who love to travel or camp. And I know I did a bunch. So anyways, this is a video pin. You see, it's a pin that you could save, and it's a pin that moves. It's got video. And so I make all my pins in Canva. And is there any other? Well, you get the gist of it. You've seen them. I make them on Canva. Super easy. And we're going to go over that here. I don't know about today. We're not going to go over that today in depth, but I'll show you. So, your checklist. Maybe I should just do a checklist in the description. Create a business page. Create a profile. Do your words, do your keywords for your Pinterest, what you want people to look up that's related to your website. Here is a trick. I actually have something called the Keyword Vault, and I got that from my coach. It's really amazing. She does request. I really love it. But if you don't have anything like that, one little trick to find out what some keywords for that could be used is if you say, so when I put in Pacific Northwest camp, this is what comes up: car camping, essential list, tech for travel blogger, essential list. So weird. Oh, I guess those are recent. Sorry, hold on. We want all pins. Just kidding. All right. Here we go. So Pacific Northwest camping trip, aesthetic, campgrounds, camper, etc. These are essentially keywords that go along with Pacific Northwest camp. Okay. So when you are thinking about doing your profile and thinking about your keywords, thinking about the words you want to use for the description of your pins and all that stuff, you want to just kind of go in and do a little search to find out what the top searches are, because if you go with these words that are more or less the top searches, then your chances of being found on Pinterest increase. I hope that makes sense. So anyways, make sure it's on all pins and not your pins, and make sure it's not recent searches. Like I was searching car camping because I have a Subaru Forester and I'm going to be doing some more solo camping adventures. And so I was working on doing like a little build out thing for my Subaru because the seat goes down, but it says slant and I don't like the slant. So it's very interesting. I'm very excited about it. Anyways, I'll probably talk more about that on my other Pacific Northwest blog channel. But see how I just go all over the place? Total cash, not a professional here. But hopefully I'm entertaining. Anyway, I think this is long enough. I am going to cover Tailwind and Canva on a different video, but just wanted to kind of give you an introduction to how you can use Pinterest for your website and why it's effective. So, all right, chat you later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will put my website down below. I will put my Calendly link down below. Discovery calls are free. If you have any questions, just set up a time and we will chat about it. If you have any requests on what you would like to see, please drop that below on the comments too. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know the deal. Again, this is a cash situation here. We are not going pro anytime soon. But if I can somehow help you with your own concerns or questions, or just, whatever about blogging, we can even do some stuff on photography, websites, specific websites, photographer websites, small business websites. I would love to chat about it. Anyways, hit me up anytime and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.